Welcome to the Out of Capes podcast.
A little rusty.
We're back with the Out of Capes podcast. This is a weekly podcast focusing on the CW's Flash series. This is on episode 10 for season 1, titled Revenge of the Rogues. I am your co-host, Stafa.
And I'm the other one, Eric.
And, as I mentioned, we're back. We took a brief hiatus. We had some issues at nearing the mid-season finale of The Flash. We had some, schedule issues and so on. And we weren't sure if we're going to come back, but we decided that, we're going to come back and try this again with only The Flash. We're not going to be doing Arrow this time. Things might change later on, but that's how we're going to do it as of right now. The way how this specific podcast is structured is first we're going to do discussion on this episode of The Flash, Season 10, Episode 10. And then we're going to do a quick review and rate, and after that we're going to talk about some theories and potential spoilers.
Yes.
All right, so let's go on and start talking about the actual episode.
Okay.
I got to watch it last night. Did you watch it last night as well, or
I watched
this morning?
it live.
Oh, okay. A lot of stuff happened. I thought this was a pretty good, return to the, from the mid-season break.
I mean, it had a lot of also stuff. It was like subtle little hints of what the future episodes are going to be about too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the parents are the parents of the next villain in the next episode, Pied Piper. That kind of thing.
The parents? Which parents?
Okay, so when Heatwave and Captain Cold go steal the painting, the parents are like, your son called, and we don't have a son because their son came out, and so that's Pied Piper from the next episode.
Okay, I thought that seemed kind of weird.
Yes.
That they're like, I don't have a son anymore. The audience should know who I am.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I got a question for you.
What?
It's been a while since, I watched the pilot, and I watched the pilot twice. Yeah. But in the pilot, didn't Harrison Wells say that their funding was frozen or so? They pretty much got less funding now because of the whole explosion thing?
Yes.
So, how do they have all this money to, build drones to chase Flash around for training and shoot missiles at him, and he blows them up by, flinging the missiles back?
Surplus, probably. They have surplus of missiles.
It's like they got so many just lying around.
Kind of like the sweatshirts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, despite them having no funding, they definitely have enough money. Enough stuff to go around to just blow up.
The other thing too is they probably still have some jobs. It's just that it's jobs where the people don't want them to know that their Star Labs is doing it. So it's like undercover jobs.
Oh, like contract work?
Contract work, but they just don't want people to know that they're doing. Star Labs has their hand in it.
Kind of like them making the shields.
Yes, that kind of thing.
Speaking of which, Cisco, I understand he's demonstrating the shield and all, but is the middle of the police department office?
Yes.
Is that really the most ideal place to demonstrate?
In the front lobby, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just gonna show you right here in the front lobby.
I like how Cisco is trying to be more hands-on this episode. First he does the demonstration, and then he tries to be Super Cisco.
Yes.
Completely ignoring Caitlin's no's. It was pretty clear she was saying no, no, no.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I am Super Cisco. I'm gonna just trip this trap and blow everything up.
Yep.
Um.
I mean,
So yeah.
I like the concept of the shield though, because it's not like your usual TV where you have the cops are just powerless against superheroes.
Yeah, like the that whole concept of them introducing the shields to them, it's like they are prepping this world, this universe that they're in,
Yeah.
to be more prepared for supervillains.
Yeah.
Which I mean I think that's a neat concept, because it's not just, hey, we're gonna rely on the Flash and that's it.
But also in the comics, they have like whole groups of like police forces and military that are just sole job is to like take down superheroes if they go rogue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else we want to talk about? I mean, since you mentioned Rogue, you want to talk? Let's talk about the Rogues.
Sure.
Yeah, I've mentioned before that I didn't watch Prison Break, and I understand that both these dudes are from Prison Break.
And there's like 2 other people that are from Prison Break there in this show.
Oh, really? Who are they?
The second Count Vertigo from Arrow, and Clock King.
Okay.
So people want all 4 to be like on one episode together.
I mean, like, I'm not familiar with. Well, the Captain Cold, I'm familiar with him doing some other voice work.
Yeah.
But I think they both did some solid performances. I liked the performance from both of them. The Captain Cold and Heatwave.
Yeah.
Heatwave at times got a little cartoony.
But that's how he is, though. Heatwave is like obsessed with fire. Like his backstory is he burned his house down with his parents inside, just sat there and watched it.
Yeah,
like
but
he
like,
just is supposed
like
to
at
be
the
cartoony.
end, him just flipping out, and Joe's like, "Oh, your partner's a real hothead."
Oh. Yes.
It's like, come on now.
I mean, sometimes I love it as they like they just teeter on this line of like way too goofy and just goofy enough that it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Heatwave Gunning though is just so incredibly stupid. They're trying to like, okay, so Captain Cold has the absolute 0 gun, so let's have Heatwave have the complete opposite gun. Problem is that gun would shoot out flames so hot it would turn everything into particles and absolute energy. It wouldn't exist. It wouldn't shoot fire. It would heat everything up to pure energy.
I just thought it was kind of it was a little goofy that the solution to defeating them that Barry was so determined to do was to make them cross their streams, just to make that explosion.
Yes.
It's like, why could he just punch them in their face?
Someone's actually brought up that point. They said in reality Barry could just beat them up in like 2 seconds and then the episode would probably be over, but they have to do these weird puzzle-like things.
He's like, oh, I have to make them cross the streams. No other way to defeat them. They are unbeatable any other way.
Yep.
It's like, come on now. Try to do something else. You got brains. Use them. And on top of that, the first episode that had Captain Cold, like that cold gun messed Barry up.
Yeah.
And now he's like getting shot by both cold and heat at the same time, and he's just that's it.
He's stronger now.
Stronger. Okay. Or maybe he has a better suit.
Probably.
Mm.
I mean, he's destroyed 2 of the 4 suits that Cisco made, so.
Yeah, so now he has 2 left.
Yep.
So, anything else we want to talk about
Do you want to talk about
As
the
far
ending?
as sure, I mean, like as far as the rogues go.
No, that is the rogues.
Oh. I mean, I think we should leave for the spoiler section.
Okay.
All right.
Let's say let's look at my stuff. I mean, we could talk about Firestorm.
Yeah.
So the whole like acronym that Firestorm's an acronym for like some secret project.
Yeah. Even though Ronnie is supposed to be an engineer.
Yes.
He's not like a scientist like everyone else.
Yes.
He's just an engineer, and he's been a hobo fire bum for the past how long, and like how did he learn of Firestorm? Did he go to the library and research this while he was messed up?
How he know about Firestorm is that he's part of Stein. The doctor that's missing, that's the other half of Firestorm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So that's why when he asked, he goes, are you Ronnie? He goes, no, I'm Firestorm, because the whole process of Firestorm is transmutation, which basically is Firestorm's ability. That he can like...
Yeah, I didn't pick that up because like what I was thinking was, well, Jason Roush is supposed to be the other half of Firestorm, and he was talking about the whole like the government confiscating everything. So I pretty much put it that the dots that I connected was that the government kidnapped Stein.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought it was. So I mean, I guess what you're saying can also make sense because Firestorm is supposed to be two people.
Firestorm's primary power is transmutation, although it requires him to know the chemical properties of the element or object he is transmuting. So he can transmute one element into another, which is his ability. Jason Roush is part of Firestorm. Like, he's been part of Firestorm with Ronnie, and he's been part of Firestorm with Stein.
Okay. I don't really have much else to say about that. I mean...
Yeah. That was
at least they're progressing the storyline on that.
And trying to explain why he's called Firestorm. Not just Cisco weird nicknames.
Let's talk about Thawne real quick.
Okay.
I thought his face turn, he turned heel a few episodes ago, and now he's turning face.
Yes.
It seems a little quick and abrupt and out of nowhere. Like what?
Yeah, like he had these weird faces the whole time.
Yeah, what made him turn face?
I don't know.
Like
to me, it seemed like he knew something, and he was just hiding it, and he was like giggling at himself how he knows some information that no one knows.
Like, I mean, he became, he became like all against Flash and everything. He was becoming his, I guess, rival or whatever, his nemesis, and had the anti-Flash task force and everything, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna take this shield,
and protect him. Yes.
Like, it just came out of the blue. There was really no what was his motivation? Like, what made him change his mind? I don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I think that was poor writing on the writer's part. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe he had a change of heart over like this past month.
During the mid-season break?
Yes, because these shows actually go like chronologically.
Oh, okay.
So like January 21st in Flash World is the same as January 21st here.
Okay. All right. Anything else we want to talk about? I mean, really. They mentioned Reverse Flash a few times, and I think I really like how they were mentioning him a lot
Yeah.
because of the fact that it makes the show feel like it's not just, hey, it's the villain of the week anymore.
Yes.
It makes it feel like that there's an actual continuity
Yeah.
between the episodes,
And it's leading up to like the final showdown.
Yeah. I mean, like that. I think that's one of the reasons why I like this episode so much, because they're bringing back not only a villain that I liked in a previous episode, but they're bringing them back again to build character development on him,
Yeah.
and also mention the other guy that was from the last episode.
Yes.
So
How I think it's going is Reverse Flash is probably going to be your like big bad of the whole season. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to have the rogues that are sprinkled out throughout the whole season. Like different encounters with them, kind of like set up like a recurring villain for Flash.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's interesting how Captain Cold seems to be coming back bigger and badder.
Yes.
Each time. He came with Firewave this time, and next time he's coming with his sister, at the very least his sister, and he also, they had that brief scene where Firewave was fixing the gun.
Yeah.
And he mentioned, hey, it's a good thing you told me to take a look at every part and understand everything and memorize it. So I think that's how they're going to get the guns back, is that they already have everything memorized, so they're going to build new guns for themselves.
Yeah. Because like in the comics, Captain Cold typically could reassemble his gun even with basic supplies. To the amount
I didn't know
time
that.
he spent analyzing the gun. So like, the whole point was that Captain Cold knew how to rebuild his gun multiple times, even if a piece was destroyed. So that's where I thought it was leading to too. That's that even though their guns were taken, Captain Cold could just rebuild them using his own materials.
All right. So, I don't really have much else to talk about as far as the show. Do you have anything else you want to talk about before we go into review and rating?
Nope.
Okay. I guess do you want to go first at reviewing, or
Sure. I actually liked this episode, so I gave it a 5.
Okay. Yeah, I was debating on whether I want to give this a 4 or 5, because there are some issues that we mentioned already, like why the heck does Barry have to make them cross their streams and stuff like that. But overall, I just really like this episode, so I think I'm going to just give it a 5. It was very entertaining, and I just really like the performances of Captain Cold and Heatwave. I think they're pretty solid actors.
It helped that they've worked together for 4 seasons on a show together, so they knew how to seem like they knew who they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just a great return from the break, and got me pumped up for Flash again.
Did you hear what happened with Heatwave and how they picked Heatwave?
No.
Supposedly, they asked Captain Cold, who do you want as Heatwave? And he said 90% serious, 10% joking. He said Dominic Purcell, and they actually got Dominic Purcell to do Heatwave.
Hey.
Yep.
That's how most jobs are made these days. Just referrals.
Yep. Okay, so let's go to spoilers.
All right. Well, before we go into spoilers, let's do some quick, some quick house cleaning.
Sure.
And so, if you want to send us any feedback, we got an email address. It is capes@outofcontinues.com. So, you can email us, let us know what you think of the current week's episode of The Flash. Tell us what you think of the show, and we can read it on our podcast. So if you enjoy what you've been hearing, support us by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review, or you can contact by email. That's capes@outofcontinues.com. You can subscribe to us on youtube.com/outofcontinues. All those things I just mentioned are on the website. That is www.outofcontinues.com/TV podcasts. You can also give me a tweet. I am at Sayedstafa. That's SAYEDSTAFA. And Eric does not have a Twitter.
Nope.
So, oh man, I totally did not even update that last part. I have Kevin's name.
Yeah.
With that said, I am Staffa.
And I'm Eric. I almost said Kevin.
Alright. We'll either see you guys next week or we'll see you in the spoiler section in a few. See ya. Alright. Spoilers.
Okay.
Spoilers. We're in the spoiler zone. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, get out. Get out. Because we actually have spoilers. So pause. Stop the MP3. Stop the video. Whatever. You're now in the danger zone. Spoilers ahead. Alright. So first of all, as far as spoilers, let's talk about the ending first.
Okay.
So, Lisa Snart.
Yes.
She is the sister of Captain Cold.
Yeah.
Golden Glider.
Yep.
I don't really know much about her character. I had to look her up last night. Do you know much about her?
What I know about her is that she's Captain Cold's sister, and not very much off the top of my head.
Like what I found online about her last night was something about like skates, some superpowered skates or something.
Yeah.
And like her character can fly, I suppose. I don't know if it's through a gadget or if she has the power to fly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I had to look her up last night because I don't know anything about her character. So, are we going to assume that it's just gonna be 3 of them next time that they come back? Captain Cold, Heat Wave, and Golden Glider, or like are there gonna be more rogues? I personally think that it's just gonna be they're gonna introduce each one at a time. What do you think?
I think they're gonna be like one at a time.
Yeah, because they pretty much this episode was an introduction to Heatwave. Like there was that scene with him and Caitlyn. Just to show off how crazy he is and has his 3rd-degree burns and all that. And so I'm assuming the next time that the rogues show up, it's gonna be heavy on introducing Lisa Snart as a character, and then maybe after that, who knows, Mirror Master or whoever.
I'm guessing they should do Mirror Master sometime because he's one of the bigger ones. I know Trickster's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, I was kind of anticipating, like during that final scene, I was kind of anticipating that it would be Mirror Master because I didn't even know about Lisa Snart, Golden Glider.
I knew she was coming. I didn't think she was coming this early.
Okay, yeah. So that's all I have about that. Next spoiler, you want to move on?
Sure.
Okay, so
okay. So basically, she has ice skates that vent ice in front of her, so she can she's kind of like Silver Surfer or like Iceman, where they just have ice that they appears right in front of them. That's how they move around.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Harrison Wells.
Sure.
So it's pretty much been confirmed by the producers of the show that he is Reverse Flash.
Yes.
Like, the actor himself said, like, he was asked by IGN, like, "Hey, are you Reverse Flash?" And he was like, "Yes." And then he like looked over to the producers. Yes. And they also there was like some event, what was it, Comic-Con or something?
Yeah.
That they had like, a comic picture of a character and the actor, and next to the actor of Harrison Wells, they had a comic picture of Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
So they are saying that there's more to it. So maybe he is Eddie Thawne from the future, or maybe
he's a combination of Eddie and Hunter, who Hunter did all this like personal trauma to get Flash to be a better villain or a better hero. He could be that one too.
Hunter Solomon. Yeah. Or he can be like Eddie's descendant. Yeah. Something. So, like, pretty much he might be someone from the future, because the other spoiler that we have to talk about is that in episode 15, so that's 5 episodes from now, they will introduce time travel.
Yes.
So, Barry saying that he can see into the future is going to come true.
Yes.
He's going to see the future.
But he was lying, because in a recent episode, there was photos seen of them filming it, and Iris and Barry were kissing. So Iris and Eddie do not live happily ever after.
Oh, he gets out of the friend zone.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for spoilers. You got anything you want to add?
Trying to think, looking over my notes.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, next week is Pied Piper.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who is first he's gay, with which I'm gonna see how it's not like big deal he's gay. It's just in the comics he's gay with the head of the police. So I'm seeing if they do that connection.
Well, they already introduced that the head of police is gay.
Yes. So
because he was like, "Oh, my boyfriend wants me to start eating salads."
Yes. So are they going to like connect that? Second thing is he's a former person from Star Labs who lost his hearing in the particle accelerator. So it becomes Pied Piper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a very weird way of saying how he got his powers.
Okay.
I think that's really it.
I see. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll look for the trailer for next week's episode, but yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
All right. So that's it for this week then. Thanks for listening and checking out the podcast, and we hope you come back next week.
Yep.
As we talk about episode 11,
Sound and Fury.
Sound of Fury.
I think so is what it's called.
All right. See ya.
See ya.